ad's over. I always like how it says the ad break has ended, your community is back. Like, it sounds kind of messed up. Like, yeah, we took your community away from you. They're gone.
Raven.
Just sacrifice them to the advertisement demons. Yes, hello. I slept fucking horribly. I think I woke up like 4 times. Kept having like weird dreams. It was awful. I'm really tired. Yay. So today might be short, but we'll see. We're just finishing Eternal Night. There's probably not a lot left. We're pretty much on like the last stretch, so yeah. It was because of cold? No. It's not cold in my room. Like, short, why? Because there's not much of the game left, and I feel kind of shitty, so. If we finish super early and I'm feeling up to it, we'll start the other game, but we will see. Just have to wait and see, that's all. So true. So true. Is it gonna show up? There we go. There we go. You gonna get your stinking
There's nothing
intros
quite like
out
a
of
fresh
here.
glass of water. But how
Man.
fresh is water?
Hey, Sharky. Thank you, Vsauce Michael. For always keeping water in my bones. We shall continue the Dark Souls of Spyro. You know my cat is gonna be 11 years old this year? It's kind of fucked up.
Goodbye, freaky little turtle monster. Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for everything.
What happened?
Well, let's see. You've been hearing voices in your head and have led us all over the place, which has been great because we're having so much fun. And now we're stranded on
Is that
an
old? Yep.
enchanted island, and I just
I got him when I
can't
was
wait to see what happens
17.
next.
I was still in school.
I think we're here.
Oh, goody.
Feels like such a long time ago. Probably because it was, but, you know, 10 years is a long time. Come on, you stupid thing. Yeah, Bean's getting to be an old man. Makes me sad. I think he should live at least as long as I will. But unfortunately, that's not how that works. There's stuff down here. Cat has 8. Yeah. We must cherish the kitties. Why did I do that? I just do this.
Yikes!
And what's up, nerds? I don't remember the controls. Hit. Oh, there we go. That's how I do that. Did you see that Japan is developing a medicine that doubles cats' life expectancy? Is that true? I have not seen that. That's cool. I mean, cats can live pretty long already, but it's a medicine that cures cats' renal problems. I see. It is weird how, like, cats seem to get all kinds of weird UTIs and stuff when they get older. So that'd be good. The messages are so delayed. Might be your internet. Sometimes if your internet's kind of laggy, it'll be really delayed. Unless it's happening for everybody, then it's a Twitch thing. Here I am, already failing at baby platforming. Doing this level from the start again? Yeah, because when I saved and quit, it didn't save our spot, so. But it's fine. I understand cats have super complicated bodies to allow them to eat way more stuff than we can. By way more stuff, what do you mean? 'Cause technically they can't, because they can't they can't eat vegetables. I mean, they can. It's not good for them, though. Maybe Switch have optic fiber and this isn't supposed to be happening. I mean, it can just be issues with your ISP and stuff. It happens, even if you have really good internet. Speaking of, I should be getting far better internet when I move out, so that'll be exciting. And they're carnivores, but they can process meat way better than us? Yeah. I mean, if you just mean, like, they can eat raw meat, then yeah, but... I wouldn't say eat more than us. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? I don't know why I just walked into that. Yay, 4K streams. If they ever give us the option, maybe. But Twitch doesn't have very many bitrate choices, so. Can I get up here? I don't know, I think this is part of something else.
Why don't you try shooting some magic out of your face?
Listen, my excuse is I didn't sleep well, okay? Despite that, you don't need to do 4K stream. Well, yeah, no. I don't really do anything in 4K because I don't know, it's expensive. Because 4K monitors cost a lot of money. Well, especially so if you want them to be higher than 60 hertz. A 4K 144 is like 500 fucking bucks. Plus, like, I far prefer frame rate over graphics, so I would much rather have a really high frame rate than have 4K. But I don't know, maybe I just haven't experienced 4K enough. I would need to see it for myself to really be sure, but it really doesn't seem that impressive. I don't know. Yeah, I think we stopped around here. It's like at these statues or whatever. I beat Salas yesterday. Nice. I have not gotten that far. I don't remember what the last thing I was doing was. I think I was just farming stuff for my hammer build. I don't think I was actually like doing any progression.
There's nothing quite like a fresh glass of water. But how fresh is water?
I got World or Rise on sale a little while ago, and I started playing it, and it really didn't. It didn't feel that good, and I didn't really like the UI. I don't know. I think World is just kind of peak. Monster Hunter World just too good. Plus, I think Hammer got kind of nerfed because, like, I'm pretty sure monsters are like more resistant to stuns in Rise, which kind of sucks. It's literally, my favorite thing to do is max out the exhaustion and stuns for Hammer and just go wailing on the monster's head. Just spend the whole time stunning the fucker. It's really funny. Plus, you get lots of part breaks with it. Tony's have some real issues with World. The following around Scout Flies was real buggy when I played. Oh, the Scout Flies are fucking annoying. That stuff is very janky. I always hated the investigations. Those suck. I like both, but Precious Toby Kadachi is way prettier in World. Yeah. So I really like the dinosaur stuff. That stuff is cool. I like the prehistoric shit. I don't know, game feels way easier than the older games because the monster can't deal with your better movement.
What the? Now I'm hearing voices.
I don't know, I think the
Wait, what?
game's like
How would I know?
actually pretty hard.
Nope, nope. Yeah, nope. Never mind. I lied.
We all know you like dinosaurs. Well, okay, listen.
Come on, let's look around.
I mean, you're right, but what the fuck is this? White orb. Get these dang orbs out of here. I'm shocked though, there's like actual enemy variety. This would have just been 4 more gorillas last time. In the last game. Uh-oh. God damn it, I gotta lure them over here. Come here. NES and SNES games of Wizardry was something else. I mean, we're just talking about, like, Monster Hunter in general. I haven't played the older one, so I don't have any comparison. Like, World is literally my only Monster Hunter game other than Rise. So, I can't really say. Games are to get easier after PS1. I mean, I don't disagree, but I think a lot of what it was like gaming was still kind of like in its infancy, and people didn't really know what was enjoyable or like what people wanted yet. And a lot of stuff was still experimental, and they were just kind of throwing shit at the wall. And so I'm not even sure a lot of the difficulty of those really old games was even intended. I'm inclined to believe that it wasn't intended. Enjoyable difficulty is a challenge? It can be. But that's kind of why, you know, things like playtesting and stuff like that is so important. And, you know, actually listening to your, like, QA teams and shit like that. A lot of companies just don't. But I really wanted to play Monster Hunter, but my Wii didn't work properly. Like, the internet connection didn't work. And that was like the first time I had heard of Monster Hunter at all, was during the Wii era. And so I couldn't play the games. Or at least I thought I couldn't, because it said, oh, internet connection required or whatever. Hey, so I did the orbs. What's the deal here? You know, open the door for me? You know, open the door? Am I missing something here? Oh, what? What? Why would I think to do that? Okay. Oh, since I'm in France, it won't let me tier 2, screw you, Twitch. Oh, really? That's kind of dumb. See, one thing I don't understand is, like, I know there's fucking currency differences or whatever, but, like, why don't they just charge you the difference? instead of just locking you out of it. Like, just convert. It's not that hard. That's one thing that pisses me off about Steam is like, instead of allowing you to just pay in your own currency for gifting games, it just locks you out of it entirely if the currency is too different. Which is like fucking stupid because like most currencies are never going to be one-to-one anyway. It's like, what's the point? It's like, just like, why can't you just fucking charge me the difference? Like, I'm using PayPal to pay for that shit anyway, so like, why don't you just have them do the conversion? Like, doesn't seem that difficult to me, you know? Saber Eye is overall easier than World. Yeah, I did kind of get that feeling. I don't know. It just felt, I don't know, the whole thing just felt like like, it's definitely a Switch game, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but it really feels like a Switch game. To its detriment. I think you can't give something if it's more than 10% cheaper for you compared to their price. Then just charge me the difference. Like, I don't, like, that's so stupid. I mean, it was on the Switch first, but wasn't Monster Hunter World as well? That's what I don't get. Like, why is it so, like, dumbed down? I shouldn't say dumbed down. Like, why is it so much more Switchy, you know? Like, what was World originally on?
Let's keep
Oh, it was
trying.
PS4, wasn't it? It was PlayStation. Yeah, it was PS4. Okay, so basically, we just have to get Capcom not to put anything on Nintendo consoles. And then we'll get better games. Easy. God bless you, pay the difference. Yeah, so like what, like it's not that hard, like literally. I try to gift stuff to Chan for like, you know, when I want to do like collab stuff, like, oh, you know, hey, here's this funny game that's like $10. Why doesn't Steam just go, oh, this is, you know, $5 more here? Why not just charge me that? Just charge me in Canadian what the US price is. It's gonna be more expensive for me regardless, so like, what's the problem? And that's the thing, it's not cheaper for me, it's more expensive, so like, why is it not letting me gift to somebody where it's more expensive? It's cheaper for her. Like, why? It doesn't make sense. I should be like especially allowed to gift people because I'm paying more already. 30% more, in fact. That's why whenever I see this news about like companies being like, oh yeah, we're getting ready to ship out $100 games, and I'm sitting here like, I'm never buying a game ever again because they're gonna be 130 bucks. Fuck that. I'm not buying a $130 game. You can fucking forget about it. Ayo. Thank you, Noctalio, for the tier 2. 5 months. Pog. I can't on PC. Oh yeah, mobile's weird about shit. I don't know. If I were to stream Monster Hunter World, would you guys want me to start fresh, or like, would you care if I just started on my existing file? It'd probably be better to start fresh, wouldn't it? Oh, fuck you. Experience of trying to gift Hades to someone, only sold on Steam and Epic. Steam won't let me. Epic is Epic. Very true. Does Epic even allow you to gift games? Like, do they finally have that? Does World have multiple saves? I think so. I think you just create multiple characters. I don't remember. I haven't played it in a bit. Oh, actually, this is really stupid, but I forgot I needed to do something really quick before 5 o'clock. Hold on. I hope I didn't fuck it up. I'm sorry, the MapleStory brain rot requires that I log in before the daily reset. I'm sorry. I didn't log in at all yesterday, so... I'm just muting audio for a sec because it gets really loud on the title screen. I need to get back to MapleStory. No, you don't. They're gonna be ruining the game in like 6 months, so don't bother. I'm just addicted. I don't know if you saw my tweet before, but they are capping how many mesos you can farm a day, and then they're also nerfing reboot meso acquisition again. I shouldn't say again. They're nerfing reboot again, but they are nerfing how much meso you get. They're changing it so that it's the same as regular servers. Same with boss crystals, for some reason. Because everyone on regular servers is a bunch of fucking gambling man babies, and they hate the fact that reboot players can play the game and enjoy themselves without having to spend thousands of dollars, and so reboot just keeps getting nerfed out of spite. Literally no other reason. So, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna max out every pirate class because you're in a pirate dog things. Well, I mean, getting to level 300 is borderline impossible, so... I mean, you're more than welcome to try. I don't know that you'll have a good time doing that. I don't think anyone's actually gotten to 300 yet. I think, what is it, Niru? Or whatever? T-Niru? He's the closest one. He's at 299 now. Pretty sure he's gonna be the only one at some point. Right now it takes like literal months to level up one level at that point. If they're making the game shit again, then yeah, I don't know if I want to get invested too heavily. That's, yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, I don't know, it sucks because, like, they released so much good content and, like, so many good quality of life changes, and now they're just like, hey, what if we just make everybody's lives on Reboot completely fucking miserable and also punish reg server players at the same time? And then reg players are so fucking delusional that they think that it's a good change just because of how much it hurts Reboot. Even though it hurts them too. And it's like, okay, like... cutting off your nose to spite your face as it goes. So we'll just have to wait and see. These are changes that are already live in Korea, by the way. So people are speculating that we are also getting those changes because that's usually how it goes, is global gets the Korea changes, right? But we don't know yet. They kind of released a statement where they're like, oh, well, global has unique needs compared to other regions, but we've only ever gotten exact ports of Korean MapleStory. So unless global is somehow going to take a different stance and not port those changes, it's going to kill. If that shit comes over like 1-to-1, it's going to kill the game over here. I wouldn't be surprised if the servers shut down within a year. Like, there's no way. It'd be like if RuneScape was like, yeah, you can only earn 500,000 GP per day, and you're only allowed one boss drop. Like, oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. It just really sucks. It's really disappointing. I genuinely don't know why Nexon hates their players so much. I mean, the answer is money. Also, hi, Pink. The game peeps you talk. Maple Story. Janky old Korean MMO that I've been addicted to since I was 11 years old, so... just kind of expecting it to explode in the next year or so. Maple Story 3? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think introducing anything new Maple Story wise is gonna be successful here. I don't know, it's just like too niche of a thing. Whoops.
I've got to remember my training.
I mean, maybe if they actually keep it the same sort of like 2D side-scrolling style, it might work, but the thing with introducing a new MMO like that is like how reluctant people are to start over. I know you're just joking, but I don't know. Just thinking about it is like, yeah, I don't think it would work. So I don't know, I guess the answer is just play on private servers if you really want. Because unfortunately, those tend to be the people that actually care about the game and the players. Honestly, the minute they introduced the potential system, I knew the game was kind of headed downhill. So... you can't introduce RNG stat rolls like that and not have it be nefarious. Maybe Story 2 was kind of fun until you reached max level and it was just grind the same 4 to 5 dungeons for % chance at okay gear. Yep. Yeah. There just wasn't enough content on release, so didn't keep anyone's attention. 'Cause for some reason, there's just like such a weird difference. Like over here, people are not content to just grind the same thing over and over, but like, I don't know. Because it's still going in like Korea and Japan, I think. It's quite popular over there. It's just, I don't understand why, like, Korean MMOs in particular are just chores, you know? Like, it's so weird to me. I mean, some of them are genuinely fun, like Black Desert can be a lot of fun, but good God, that game is fucking insufferably grindy. What am I supposed to do with this? What are you doing? Oh, there we go. You're more popular than here, but also not as popular as MS1. So, oh yeah, of course not. Motivation and most feel intended to be cash injectors or painfully grindy. Yeah. I don't know. It's just strange. Oh, hey, look, it's that boss we fought before. I'm not super into being finned on by a video game. I think the only point of Maple Story was next on cash and cosmetics. Yeah. I just kind of wish they kept it to that. And that's what was so great about Reboot, but now they're just like, no. Fuck you for not paying money. Cause like they're basically like, I think MapleStory is probably one of the only MMOs in existence where pretty much every item you get that's beneficial expires. Like buffs and like XP coupons and stuff like that, all of that stuff. It is like the most exploitative FOMO I've ever seen. I don't know why I keep playing it. It seems to work on me, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of ashamed to admit it, but that's the reality of it. But now they're basically making... So rather than buffing regular servers, they're bringing Reboot down to the same level. So now there's basically no advantage to playing on Reboot anymore. There's literally no reason to play Reboot. It's just going to be a more miserable version. You can't trade, you can't... There's no Frenzy Totem, there's no Cash Shop XP coupons. Like, you don't get any of the benefits that Reg server has. So Reboot is just worse. Just because they hate us. Like, people fight so much harder for Reboot nerfs than they do buffing the regular servers, and I genuinely don't understand that mentality at all. Like, why? Like, it hurts everybody, you realize that, right? Like... no, I don't know. People just don't care for some reason. And they basically go, well, Reboot players have had it too good for too long. We gotta knock them down a notch. And it's like, why is that where your mind goes and not, hey, we should give some of these benefits to reg servers as well? Because you know what? Even if they gave reg servers the increased mezzo and experience like Reboot had, I wouldn't even complain. They would be fine. Like, I wouldn't be bothered. I would still play on Reboot. Then they get all of their advantages, and they're on par with us. Like, who cares? Why does how someone else progresses in the game bother you so much? Like, I don't think you should be able to be paying for advantages, but it's like, whatever. I mean, if we're gonna have to accept that as like an inevitable reality with the game, you know, you might as well... Like, just... Like, why? And the thing is it's its most populated server. Like Reboot is. Like objectively. And so rather than doing things that will encourage people to join regular servers, they're literally just punishing you until you go, okay, well, I'm just gonna join the pay-to-win one. Like, that's not how that works. Like, part of the reason people don't want to play on regular servers is because you have to dish out money for literally fucking everything. And on top of that, it was, like, utterly miserable to progress on those servers unless you paid money because you barely got any experience or money without doing it. And it's like, it's an entirely PvE game, so it's like, why are you sitting there fucking baby raging about people not paying money? Like, how fucking stupid do you have to be? And you see people putting posts on Reddit being like, oh, you're just mad because you're broke. And it's like, are you really? Like, how do you have that mentality? And, like, I've spent a lot of money on that game, and, you know, I'm not totally proud of that, but, you know, I don't mind spending money when it's something that's actually, like, you know, cool cosmetics or, like, whatever. But I'm not gonna spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on fucking cubes to roll my gear. I'm sorry, that's stupid. The whole point of playing the game is to progress by playing the game, not spending money. You go, you're just mad because you're broke. And it's like, okay, you've spent tens of thousands of dollars just to get stat rolls on one character? Like, and I'm the stupid one? Like, okay, sure. I'll let you believe that. Come on. And, like, the worst part is that they're framing these nerfs as like, oh, it's going to enrich the lives of players. And it's like, will it? It doesn't, like, at all. Like, what are you fucking talking about? And they're doing this in response, by the way, to the Korean FTC fining them $9 million for scamming players. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it up to our players by making your life worse. Sub anniversary is 1 day off. Interesting. Nice. Sleep for good stream. Why did it do 5 months and 6 months in the same stream? What the fuck? That's weird. Uh-oh. I jumped without looking. So we'll enrich our pockets, I mean our players. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Well, because basically they're doing it to skirt around rules about having to disclose rates for things. Because they're making it so you pay the in-game money to roll your stats, but then limiting how much in-game money you can acquire to basically force you to buy the in-game currency with your real money. And since you're not buying the stat rolls directly, they don't have to disclose the rates, since it's technically no longer considered gambling. That's the whole reason they're doing it. Can I move? Yeah, I'm like, but fancier terminology. Yeah, well, since it's free, quote unquote, it doesn't count. There's no real money involved anymore. There is, but indirectly. And so they can get away with it. Does that because I upgraded to tier 2 one day before my sub anniversary a month ago, so now my sub anniversary is one day after my paying day, and since here in France we're already one day after, give me the ability to share my sub anniversary. I see. Weird. Yeah, it's just really frustrating. It's like, I genuinely really love the game. Like, there's no game that's like it out there, you know? Like, there's no replacement. You know, it's kind of like with RuneScape. There's no replacement for RuneScape. If RuneScape dies, there's never going to be another RuneScape. There is no MMO that feels like it or plays like it or has the same aesthetics. It will never happen again. Like, these games are really one of a kind, and that's the problem. And they know that. That's the thing. They can get away with it because they know that. It's like, what, you're gonna go to a competitor? What competitor? Like, sure, you can go to something like Final Fantasy, but it's like, you're not playing Final Fantasy because it's like MapleStory. You're playing it because it's Final Fantasy. They're completely different games. What? Fuck off. No, and it's been around for at least 20 plus years at this point. It's, I think it's 21 years this year in Korea. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's really only so much I can say about it. Like, I can sit here and be frustrated and rant about it all day, but it's not gonna change anything, sadly. Because they don't care. Nexon really just fucking sucks. You just suck the life out of everything they touch, so.
Let's keep trying.
What can I say? We really just had it too good for too long. And I mean, I'm not like under the delusion of, you know, thinking that the games I like are going to be around forever. They'll be gone one day, for sure. Like, I mean, I can't say that RuneScape's going to be around forever. I certainly hope it won't die, but, you know, one day it might. But it just seems like they're hastening MapleStory's death for no reason. Just greed. I hate this, like, fucking... Oh, gotta please the shareholders. Like, I don't know. Gaming should have never been mainstreamed. I don't know what to say.
All right, let's do it.
Official one might die one day, but I'm certain there will be a group of fans to revive it to preserve it. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how, because some of these games are pretty good at locking down their data and makes it really hard for private servers to exist. I mean, I know there, like, RuneScape private servers do exist. I'm not saying they don't, but the thing is, what's good about the current versions is that they get new updates, they get content. Fan servers don't. they stay the same forever. So it's like, you're kind of stuck, you know? You have to sit there and accept the same content that you've lived with and played time and time again forever. Like, there's no... You're never gonna get new quests, you're never gonna get new skills, it's just done, you know? And a lot of these private servers do wind up resorting to, like, pay-to-win stuff to try to upkeep servers and stuff like that, and... You know? If enemies hurt you when you fight them in melee, what a fun idea. I mean, you're supposed to use your powers and stuff to stun them. It's just they start blocking if I just sit there and spam. I know at least for a lot of the classic Disney animals like Toontown and Club Penguin, fans are allowed to like revive it, but they aren't allowed to say, yes, we are officially affiliated with Disney, and they can't make money off the games either. Yeah, but that, I mean, that's good in that they're allowed to do it, but the problem is, like, how financially reasonable is it for people to maintain that game? Like, you basically have to rely on the instability of people's desire to keep the game around. Because what if the people that are running it decide, hey, I can't be bothered with this anymore, you know? Oh, is that the admins of those games are typically scummy and shady? Yeah, that too. Like, there's nothing to keep them in check. They can just do whatever they want. Like, you see it happen with fucking Minecraft servers. Like, they start selling you, like, pay-to-win perks because maintaining servers for a lot of people is really expensive. And I mean, you kind of can't get around it, so, like, it's not completely, you know, like, it's understandable to a degree, but... So I don't know, I can't really be like, oh yeah, it'll be fine because MapleStory private servers will still exist. Yeah, but then the fucking 16 years that I've been playing the game and building up my account and doing all this stuff, I'm gonna have to do that over. Like, I don't want to do that. If MapleStory dies, I'm just done. Like, that's all there is to it. I'm never gonna play that game again. Like, I am not starting over on a game that took literal decades to progress to the point that I'm at. Like, I've committed so much of my time in life to that game. Like, either you do it right now or never. I'll just play something else. Hey, Mega. Like, they're allowed to be like, you can donate for server upkeep, but a lot of them like pocket the extra money or have black market of sorts for pay to win. So, oh yeah, absolutely. Private servers always do that kind of shit. Like, it's inescapable. Anytime there's money involved, there's corruption involved. Like, you cannot get around that.
There's nothing quite like a fresh glass of water.
Oh my god,
But how
so
fresh
true,
is
Michael
water?
Vsauce. You're so right. here, you stupid fucking button. I don't know. I'm just sad. I really, really hope that they see the problems. And the other reason that they're saying they're doing it is to help combat bots. Which, rather than having, like, a functioning anti-cheat or, like, having better bot detection, they're punishing the entire player base for the, like, 0.1% of bots that exist. Like, they've always done shit like that, and it's so stupid. Like, imagine if Final Fantasy was like, oh yeah, we have a problem with, real-world trading and bots that are farming gil. So, to combat this, we're limiting your gil acquisition to 50,000 per day. Dude, fuck these stupid-ass buttons. This is so ass. Oh my god. But no, instead, you know, Final Fantasy has an actual anti-cheat and bot detection and a ban system. Although I don't know if I would trust Nexon with an anti-cheat or, like, auto-ban system, because they wrongfully ban people all the fucking time. Oh my god. I hate these fucking things. Thank you. God. And, like, they kind of vaguely said that they're gonna put in other systems to, like, alleviate the changes, but they're just shipping the shitty changes right away. So it's like, what could you possibly be doing that's gonna compensate for this? We're gonna have to live with this for, like, 6 months before we get anything to even remotely make up for it. Like, it better be damn good. Because, like, 150 million per day is nothing when you can farm, like, 1 billion in a few hours normally. Like, that's insane.
Ready?
You know what I think they're gonna do? They're probably gonna make it so that Maple Tour pays out more mezzos, but they're gonna really, really ramp up you having to pay for tickets to do it. They're gonna start selling them in the cash shop. 100% guarantee. And they were like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like a new dungeon or whatever, which, like, not really sure what that means in terms of MapleStory, because there's not really dungeons in MapleStory, so it's like, what does this mean? But that's not coming out until, I think, the end of February or, like, March for Korea, so, like, we're not gonna even see what that means until then. So everyone is just stuck on this daily limit. Dude, fuck this stupid ass boss. Get this shield out of here. Like, I don't know. I kind of just can't help but sit there and wonder as well, like, how long before they limit how much XP you're allowed to get in a day because of bots, you know? Like, and then they're gonna start selling, XP cap boosters and shit like that. It's like, oh my god, dude. I don't know. I have very little faith in Nexon. I never really did, but, you know, it seemed like they were going in a good direction, but it was all just bait to get us invested again and then shaft everybody. What the fuck, dude? Why does his shield, like, just infinitely respawn? I can't even do damage here. This is so ass, man. I genuinely don't know what it wants me to do here.
Come on, I'm sure you'll get it this time.
Please? Bosses in this game sure are. I mean, when it's like actual major bosses, it's fine. But these stupid mini bosses are fucking dumb. And not very well thought out. Better than Melania? I don't know about that. Okay, I guess it just didn't work that time.
Let's do it.
Yeah, this last segment of this game is pretty repetitive, that's for sure. I would say it's an improvement over the last game, but by how much, I'm not really sure. Think you had a Maple Story rant in your pocket? Yeah. Yeah, I've been real upsetty about that game for a while, so I have a lot of things to say.
How's that?
Beat Millennia first try on first playthrough. Lucked out with a build that just staggered her out of almost everything. Yeah. I don't know. The boss is just so fucking inconsistent that even when I tried to cheese her, it just didn't really work out all that well. Cause like, literally, every time I tried to do like stagger strats like that, it's like the minute she gained control again, she would just waterfowl, and it was like, okay, well, I guess I'm dead. And even if I did survive it, she's like back to full health, and it's like, okay, awesome, thank you. Yeah, can you get over here? Can you do something? Can you move? I'm pretty sure... How did I beat her? I think I cheesed her with the blood fork, didn't I? I think that's what I did. Since music was good, but it's been looped for too much now. Yeah, I mean, it's just because I've been spending so long on these parts that I'm stuck on. It is getting quite repetitive. Okay.
Ready?
Oh, it gave me a checkpoint. Oh, never mind. No, I'm back here. I thought it put me further. But it did not. She's not the hardest Soulsborne boss.
Hey, try not to
Who is?
die again.
I'm assuming something in Sekiro. Tell you it's a spoiler, and yes, it's entire. I'm never gonna play that game. I don't care about spoilers. I mean, I might play it, but I also just don't care about spoilers. And that game's been out for like 10 years. I don't really care. I've seen plenty of spoilers for it already. You got 3 lives of P, you can beat Sekiro. I'm not saying I can't beat it, I just don't want to play it.
No problem.
I have never had any interest in it. I mean, I did a little bit at first, but I don't know, I just don't really care. Position the final boss? I see. Okay.
Ready?
I don't know, I keep seeing people be like, oh, Millennia's not even that hard, bro. I'm actually just like so good at the game. The fucking there's harder bosses in Dark Souls 3, and it's like, you're so full of shit, dude. We get it, your dick is huge. You can like, you don't have to sit here and fucking flex. Like, Melania's just straight up unfair. She's, like, not even well designed. She's just bullshit. Hee hee, undodgeable moves. Don't you love it? No, well, it's not undodgeable. You just have to do this and this and that and this and this and that to dodge it. Like, okay. Like, what? If you have to look up an entire guide for one move, I don't think that's a good boss. And people will just go, "Oh, you're just saying that because you're bad, because you don't like hard bosses." And it's like, why do you think I played Elden Ring in the fucking first place? It's not because I wanted an easy game. I wouldn't be fucking playing Elden Ring if I wanted an easy experience. Why would I play a Souls game at all if that was what I wanted? This is so fucking stupid, man.
I better be a bit more careful.
See, that's why I liked Liza P so much. Like, nothing... I think, except for, like, a few exceptions, I don't think anything really ever felt, like, unfair, you know what I mean? The fucking swamp boss was definitely felt unfair. I will say that. But, like... There's some stuff in Elden Ring that was just, like... They didn't even try with this.
You're toast.
It's like they made a boss where, like, not only does she have an undodgeable move that will one-shot you no matter how high your vigor stat is. So it's not even a vigor check, it's just a fuck you. The only way to dodge it is, like, you have to light roll. You have to have light roll, so you can't wear any armor. You have to basically completely respec your build in order to dodge it. And then it also heals her, so you can't summon for the boss. So it's like, well, what the fuck? You're gonna try to tell me that that's fair? That that's well designed? Like, bullshit. Oh my... Like, no other boss in any of the Dark Souls game was ever like that. There was never anything that was, like, completely undodgeable or that you had to literally respec in order to be able to dodge it. Or force you to cheese. That is, like Melania's the only boss in any of those games that I've ever experienced that forces that kind of shit. That is not good design by any stretch. I think she's single-handedly the worst boss in the entire series. It didn't even feel good to beat her, because it was like, at no point did I feel like I was being challenged. It was just like, nah, fuck you. Get stat checked. Who? Melania. You can actually just pass beneath. No, you can't. You cannot. You have to have exact timing. Like, literally, the instant she does that move, and then you have to dodge, like, 2 out of 3 of the hits of the second half of it. Like, that's not good. And people sit there and go, oh look, see how easy it is? This player that has 10,000 hours in Elden Ring and has done 700 playthroughs can do it. It's so easy. Like, no. That's still not the point. Choose a waterfowl? You have to light roll. You cannot dodge that move if you don't have light roll. You literally have to spec into a specific build in order to be able to dodge it. Or not wear armor. No other boss in the series has ever asked that much of somebody. Just for one move. One move. Not for the entire boss. One fucking move. And they go, oh, well, she's optional, so it's fine. But, like, is it, though? Optional doesn't have to mean complete and utter bullshit. Like, not even Dark Eater Midir in Dark Souls 3 was anywhere near that bullshit. Everything was still dodgeable. You could even dodge it fat rolling. Like... I mean, Dark Souls 3, a lot of people argue is easier than the other two, and I don't disagree. But even in Dark Souls 1 and 2, there's nothing like that. You cannot parry waterfowl, you cannot dodge it unless you have light roll, and you have literally exact timing, and it one-shots you no matter what. And even if you do dodge it, you still have to take a couple of hits. You cannot fully dodge the entire thing. That, like... And like, you're really gonna sit there and try to convince me that that's fair when it's a guaranteed hit? Nah. You're so full of cope.
Come on, give me a bigger challenge.
And like, I'll say Radagon took me hours to beat. It took me a long time to get past him, but I wouldn't say that he was like unfair. He was very consistent. That's the thing. It's a consistent boss. Its moves have like a clear sort of damage pattern. You know? And it's like when I do die, it's like I know why I died. When I die to his moves, it's like, okay, well, I died because I didn't dodge in the right direction. Or I died because I got too greedy for hits here. With Melania, it's like, oops, I was 2 pixels too close to her, so I can't avoid any damage of waterfowl, and I just get one shot. This section, yeah. This is very ass. Game is losing points as we speak. Because, like, okay, it would be fine if it's like, okay, you could parry her. You could parry the waterfowl or, like, do anything. But that move just completely removes all of the existing mechanics and patterns that you would normally use against bosses in any of these games. Like, it completely breaks the convention of all of the all bosses that came before her. Like, she just feels like she was rushed. Like, she got that one cool move, and then they put that in, and then they just didn't bother to balance it. That's really what it feels like.
Check that out!
I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people defend Melania just because they want to sit there and act like Elden Ring is absolutely 100% perfect. And like, don't get me wrong, Elden Ring is a fantastic game. Like, it's easily like a 9 out of 10 for me. But there's a lot of that game that was like just bullshit. And like the fucking copy-pasted boss encounters were not good. Anyone saying that is good is on some serious cope. There'll never be another game like Elden Ring. It was the first Souls game for most people. I mean, every Souls game is somebody's first Souls game. Water flow attack. It's waterfowl. Maybe undodgeable but not unmissable? What does that mean? What do you mean it's not unmissable? Can you stop doing the taunt animation and get closer to the fucking thing, please? Oh my god. And I hope there's not another like Elden Ring. Why? What would be wrong with that? It's so boring? Then don't play it. I don't agree with that at all. She's about to attack you and just pass beneath her and run. That's only for the first half. You still have to... Like, the second half will always hit you. Like, that's just not true. Like, you can avoid half the attack, but then she heals her health back on the second half. It's good to start with the open world part was ass. I don't agree with that at all. I think the exploration was what made the game so enjoyable for me. I think it was one of the least boring open worlds I've ever played. There was always something to do. And, like, it never felt like menial chores like a lot of open world games do. I mean, if it's just not your thing, then whatever, but... I don't know, to be like, I hope there's not another Elden Ring is, like, kind of weird. If they release another Elden Ring, just don't play it. You don't have to play it. I'm sure there will be more Souls-likes that aren't like Elden Ring. I mean, I doubt they'll just throw away the formula, you know what I mean? Well, if they make another Elden Ring, they've got to wait another 5 years to make for them to make something else. Then play any of the other thousands of video games that are out there that you do like. Until then, I don't know. I don't think they will make like an Elden Ring 2. Like, I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know. I didn't think they'd make a Dark Souls 3, but they did.
Here we go.
Confirmed that Elden Ring 2 is on the way? Did they? Or was that just a rumor? Because there's plenty of fake... I don't think it's weird if dev you like makes a thing you don't like and then hope they don't make more of it. I think it's weird to hope they don't make more of something that's like widely beloved. I think that's weird. I'm not saying you have to share the same opinion, but to... I don't know. I don't think... Like, that's a pretty unpopular opinion, I think. Again, you're allowed to have that opinion. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people that agree with that. I mean, I've been in that situation plenty of times where it's like, well, I don't really like the formula of these games, and, you know, I hope we get something different, but I just go play something else. You know? Because, like, most people I talk to about Elden Ring, the open world exploration and stuff winds up being their favorite part. Like, the free-form Souls formula was just, like, it appealed to a lot of people, you know? I hope they don't do it and play something else, too. I just don't agree with you, that's all. My opinion about your opinion is that I think your opinion is odd.
Hold on. I think we found it. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hey, if there is, could we, you know, not wake it up? Because everything we've met so far has tried to kill us.
Expose your heart to summon ghost. Then face alone what you fear most.
Summon Ghost?
I knew it. This place wants us dead. We should have turned.
They
back
really
while
pulled
we
that
had
one
the
out of their
chance.
asses, huh?
I need to do this, Sparks.
Yeah? Go ahead. Expose your heart and see what happens.
My favorite VOD upload title from someone who was playing through Elden Ring was "This is just 5 hours of me not beating Millennia." Yeah, that's kind of how I felt.
Leave me behind in the wacky moon temple with all the whispering walls and the crawly thingies. They want to make me part of their freak show.
Yeah, I don't think that's what she was saying, Sea Dog. Oh my god, it's just Cinder. It's literally just... It's just glowing Cinder from the last game. That's all this is. Oh my god. That's so lazy, dude. Not that I exactly expected... I don't know. I don't know what I expected, I guess. Yeah, I think the Earth power is just like
Look out, world.
objectively the best. If anything, just because of the cheese. Can you turn green for me? Do you want to turn green? Thank you. See, I guess I'm just wondering, like, what is it you found boring about the open world? Like, to the point that you don't want another game like it to exist, you know? I guess that's the part that I'm not. Because when you say it's boring, I didn't think it was boring, so I guess I'm wondering what it was that made it boring for you. Because I thought there was lots to do. The environments were really pretty and, like, you know, it was just like no matter where I went, there was something cool to interact with or do or someone to talk to. And that's usually like the weakest point about open world games is like there's nothing to do.
You go first.
There's nothing there. It's just shitty Radiant quests and like
Ooh, what's this?
fetch quests and shit in most open world games.
It's a magic wishing lamp.
For me, I think the weakest part of the game were those dungeons.
Genie.
The dungeons were the weakest part because they're very repetitive and
Incredible.
samey.
The entire history of the dragon race.
But actually, like riding around on the horse was like that was like the most interesting part.
Most of it.
Did you hear that? It spoke to me.
The records in this hall date back to the beginning of time.
Who the fuck is this?
The chronicler.
Why are you a furry?
Yes, Spyro.
Oh,
It is I. And I've been waiting for you.
Oh, well.
it's the guy, the voice in my head.
We got a little held up back there with the, well, you know, riddles of doom.
It was a necessary evil. I had to be sure, Spyro. I haven't had any visitors in my solitude for over 1,000 years.
Shocker! Try getting rid of the psychedelic dragon outside.
You've been here for that long?
Oh, yes. But I have my books, and I watch and wait, and listen for things to come, and then add them to the books of time. You are also written in the books, though many pages are still left.
When there was a lot of large stretches of nothing in between the dungeons, and the repetitive non-legacy dungeons ground me down. Plus, I didn't like the weapon variety and so many boss repeats. Well, I agree with the boss repeats, but I don't think that's an issue with the open world. I think that's an issue with the dungeons. So the dungeons were repetitive, but I think the actual, like, world exploration was pretty good.
Why is he in my book?
Like, there was plenty of stuff to fight, and
The raid on the temple the night
it never felt like it took forever to do something.
And when they took Cinder.
Unless you're deliberately trying to like get everything in the game. Like yeah, that's gonna drag it out a lot, but like
Here is little Sparks.
Hey, nobody needs to see that. Ever.
I don't like open world games a lot of the time. Like they bore the shit out of me. But I think Elden Ring did it pretty well.
Then I want to know what will happen to Cinder.
Spyro, you don't know.
Please. I must know.
See, that's why I was kind of confused because I don't think
Very well, but hers is a dark.
I don't feel like that's an issue with the game being open world. I think that's just an issue with the repetitive dungeon design.
And when she was taken by Gaul, she was poisoned and corrupted.
Those parts felt a bit lazy.
Her entire life has been spent in shadow. She knows no other way.
but like actually going around like the different regions and stuff, and you know, exploring the areas felt really good.
No one can resist the temptation. Not even the strongest among us.
I don't believe that.
Spyro, let me tell you another story.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! Can I pick the story this time?
There was once a dragon, long ago, whose raw power was far greater than anyone had
Oh
ever
my
seen
god.
could imagine. At first, he mastered
You know, I playing this game, I definitely know why I liked it as like a kid,
came ice and wind.
but
Abilities none
the story is pretty
Is this story familiar?
not that great.
It was a purple dragon. Like me.
So I didn't like the weapon variety.
Dragon.
Really?
In the beginning, he was encouraged, and secrets of elemental mastery were passed on to him.
It had like the most weapon variety out of any of the games. I'm surprised.
It was limitless. It knew no boundary. It consumed everything. When he would not stop, he was cast into exile. And from his new fortress within the mountain...
Generally concerned the scope was too much for them. If they scaled the open size down and reduced repetitiveness, give me more than 3 whips. I don't know if I agree with that.
power of the Gems, our life force.
I don't know.
About the Dark Master.
Yes.
I think Elden Ring did a really good job with the weapons and stuff like that. Like
Of his malice
like Mega said, like most of them are actually like pretty viable. The only exception being Melania. You cannot, you have to just play a very specific way in order to beat her, and I hate that.
Well of soul.
created by the very beast who now seeks to escape.
Like, you want to know? Fantastic example of an optional boss. Placidus Axe.
But you said that the eclipse would only allow the spirits to escape for a short while.
Yes,
Wait,
but
was he
there
optional?
is ever a spirit
He was, right?
powerful enough.
Pretty sure he was.
How do we stop it?
There is no stopping it.
And he was hard.
Then why have you
It was a
called-
hard-ass boss. But at no point was I like, oh, this is bullshit.
Storm.
This is unfair.
Live to fight another.
And you can beat him with pretty much whatever if you're good enough.
What about the others? What about their safety?
I fear the worst for the
He's very cheesable too. I mean, most of the bosses are. Like, you can just cheese him with bubbles, but you can cheese pretty much every boss with
Let
bubbles.
me field this one. Yes!
No. You keep talking about choosing a path. But what about Cinder? She was never given a choice.
Just because he's a dragon? No, because
I'm
he
told
has
you can't stop me.
then
clear patterns.
young dragon. I
They're
waited
pretty
far too long to
obvious in the ways that you can counter them.
and doubt.
It's just hard to do it,
Mind and pure heart
which is how bosses should be.
evil that consumes that place.
It should be immediately clear how you can avoid
I
it,
have to walk my own path.
while still being challenging to do so.
So be it.
Where Melania is like, okay, there's literally no way to figure out how to do this.
The dark out of the eclipse is
I shouldn't have to watch a 20-minute video for how to avoid one move. And then all of those videos are like, okay, take off all your armor, respec your stats,
Creatures that will want to kill us so we can try to rescue
use this specific weapon.
Tried to kill her?
Like, fuck off. That's stupid.
Let's do this.
I don't know. I understand why you feel the way you do. I just don't agree with it. And I just think, like, the thing is I don't want them to go back to the normal Souls formula yet, because we had three, well, 4 really, of that same formula. Like, there's lots of content of that to play, and I think that they should stick with the new stuff for a while.
And miss the opportunity to live out my words.
Even if I didn't like Elden Ring, I don't think I'd be like, oh, I don't think they should, I don't want them to make more of this.
What am I saying?
You know, I would love for them to make more Dark Souls, but I also really like Elden Ring, and I think they should stick with that for a while before going back to it. You know, keep things fresh. Or even, don't even bother with an Elden Ring sequel. Make something completely different. Make an Armored Core 7. Make me hate my life for another 50 hours. Like, I think that's a great example of a game that I both hated and loved at the same time. That game absolutely made me hate my life. There were so many hours of that game that I genuinely despised, but I still really liked the game. I think that it had a mostly positive impression on me, you know? I would certainly like the boss design to be a little more, a little less about unavoidable damage. Because that's my big complaint about Melania is unavoidable damage. And every boss in Armored Core, you're gonna take damage no matter what. It's like everything is just a stat check, and that's fucking obnoxious. We're gonna go good luck with spiraling into insanity. Thank you. Enjoy your work as much as you possibly can. You make more Elden Rings and improve upon things you didn't like about the first one. But like you said, make something new. Yeah, like there's definitely stuff they can improve about Elden Ring, 100%. And I don't think it would necessarily hurt to like make it a little less big but then have what's contained within to be of a higher quality. I wouldn't disagree with that. I don't think it needs to be like shrunk massively. But you know, there's always stuff that can be done better in any game, you know? I don't think there's any perfect game. Not that anyone was saying that there is, but because like Dark Souls 1 through 3, you can play all three of those, maybe not so much 2, and still get the same good experience out of playing those games. And like Bloodborne, if you're fortunate enough to be able to play it. And Sekiro was like, you know, still kind of a Soulsy game, but, you know, was enough of a departure from the formula that it was like, okay, well, this is like satisfyingly different. And I think that was just what people really liked about Elden Ring, was like, okay, this is completely fresh. You know, it's mostly what we already really liked, but it's different enough that it feels fantastic to play. Like, I can't tell you how much I wanted to, like, be able to actually, like, explore more of, like, Lordran. You know what I mean? Because, like, I can get, like, especially if you're someone who, like, is easily bored or just isn't big on open worlds in the first place, I can understand, like, why you would get bored with it. But, like, again, I'm one of those people. I hate open worlds. I cannot stand them. I'm so burnt out on open world games. Like, even when Breath of the Wild came out, it was like, okay, you know, I kind of want to play this, but at the same time, I know I'm just gonna get sick of it. I'm gonna get sick of it really quick. Because, like, you know, I used to play that shit all the fucking time. Shit like Red Faction Guerrilla, you know, Saints Row games. You know, just shit like that. And, you know, like Ubisoft games, Far Cry, etc. I think that they managed to intersperse enough content in Elden Ring that I never felt like it was a chore, that it was open world. A lot of games feel like they're open world for no reason. They have no business being open world. But, you know, they actually made the world feel different and connected, different while still being connected enough that it never once felt like, oh, I don't want to have to walk to this other place. It was like, yeah, I want to fucking go there. And there was more than enough, like, sites of grace and stuff like that, and having the fast travel, it just, you know, it made things feel earned as well. Like Skyrim, for example. Skyrim is a good example of open world done only half right, you know? Like, there's plenty to do in Skyrim, but it's extremely repetitive. Like, when you are exploring, like outside of the dungeons, I don't, like, forget about the existence of dungeons for a minute. What was on the outside world was just nothing. It was the same environment over and over and over again, with the same enemies over and over again. Whereas with Elden Ring, you know, the different places you can go to were different enough that it was like, it never felt like I was seeing the same thing over and over again. I only felt like that when it actually got to the dungeons. Like, I hated those. Like, I am not shy about that. Those sucked. They were way too maze-like. They all looked the same. Half the time I couldn't even tell which dungeon I was actually in, or if I was in the right one, you know? Something gargoyles. Yeah, fuck those. Fuck the stupid imps. Actually the worst enemy type they've ever come up with. Oh, am I really just gonna get tossed around like this? Seriously? Oh my god. Can I not get stun locked? Okay.
It's okay. We can try again.
See, like, I love Dark Souls 1 and 3, but I always felt like these, like, really fascinating, beautiful zones that you go to, it just felt like there wasn't enough in them, you know? So, like, maybe there's, like, an in-between there that could be good for, like, a new thing. I don't think it would be good to try to do that with Elden Ring.
I think I have the strength to go on.
Because, like, Elden Ring is the open world, you know? That's its thing. You know, like, Sekiro is, like, the grappling hook and the funny parry and, you know, stuff like that. That's its identity. But if they were to do, like, a new Souls-like, you know, they could probably do some kind of an in-between there. Spyro pretty lit? Hell yeah. I mean... This game is pretty repetitive. But it's not miserable. It's played worse. Like the previous game, for example. I think that's the thing that's kind of carrying me through this game right now, is that it's better than the first one. I really hope the third one is different enough that it's not as mind-numbing. I guess my favorite aspect of Elden Ring was that it wasn't strictly linear. You could go get some levels, new items, get stronger, and beat a boss you had problems before. Yeah, see, that's what I liked, was like, just like wandering through the world and just kind of like finding something and like just finding something new, like some new item or whatever, and then, you know, being able to just try it out. Talking about Dawn of the Dragon? Yeah. Or New Beginning, sorry. Dawn of the Dragon is the third one. We haven't played that one yet. And it was like, with Elden Ring, it was not like...
Let's do it.
Like, a sort of minor complaint I have about Dark Souls is like if you're stuck at a certain point, it's like okay, you're forced to just backtrack and grind. Whereas Elden Ring, it's like okay, if I'm stuck before a boss, I can go to a different area and go do something else for a while. Like I never have nothing to do. You know what I mean? Which is
Nothing
kind of
quite like a fresh glass of water.
That's my biggest
But how
complaint with
fresh
a lot of
is
open
water?
worlds too, is like they give you the illusion of being open and like non-linear, but then they set the zones to be like specific leveled zones where it's like, oh no, you have to be this level to be here. Whereas Elden Ring, it's like you can just go. Like sure, it might pay to be a higher level in certain areas, but like even when I was like not really a super high level in higher level areas, I could still get through it. And that's what felt so good about it. It was like, you know, I can challenge this and still succeed without it being like, no, you can't be here unless you're level 30. You can't be here unless you're level 75. You can't be here unless you have, you know, 700 points in dexterity. You know what I mean? Like, I could just wander off and go find a spell and be like, oh shit, I'm re-speccing to try this cool spell out. And at no point was it like, oh, you cannot respec. I fucking hated that about the previous Dark Souls games. Why were respecs limited? Like, why 3 per playthrough? What the fuck is the point of that? That's so stupid. And like, I guess that's what I enjoy about Elden Ring is like, there is lots of stuff to use and do, and it wasn't like, oh, I specifically only want to use this one thing. If your feelings are like, okay, well, I really like this specific class of weapons, and I'm not satisfied because there aren't enough of them, I get that. But part of my enjoyment of like Dark Souls games and stuff like that is the weapon variety and trying new things. And I think that Dark Souls 2 and 3 were too limited in that aspect because it's like you can't respec enough. And it's like a lot of the builds just weren't good enough to be used in a lot of things. I didn't mean to use this. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Totally didn't just waste it. So like just finding new stuff was like, you know, I never felt unsatisfied with the amount of stuff that was in the game. Because it was like, okay, I kept finding new weapons where I was like, holy shit, this sounds really cool. I want to try this. And then if I didn't, and then finding out later I didn't like it, it was like, okay, well, I can just switch back to a different thing. Oh, I found a new cool thing. I'm going to try this new cool thing. And I wind up really liking it. Like the Blood Fork, I wound up trying that out and I was like, holy shit, this is my favorite weapon. And it turned out to be like the most overpowered fucking thing in the game. Just conveniently. But then I also had a lot of fun with like the bubbles. I had fun with spells. I had, you know, there's like a million different builds I can do. And I like that shit. That's why I like Warframe. Even though I tend to kind of like stick with like multi-shot because like that's my favorite thing ever. It's just having really stupid amounts of projectiles. I mean, that'll always be my favorite thing in any game, is like whenever I can have like just stupidly huge amounts of shit on my screen. That's part of why MapleStory is so fun, is just the amount of fucking numbers flying all over the place. Because, like, I don't know, Dark Souls 3, to me, just felt like, oh, it's just Katana's the game, you know? Too many movesets were just too similar, you know? There was a lot of different... There was a lot of moveset variety in Elden Ring, and I really appreciated that. It could have very easily have been like Dark Souls 2, where it's like, everything just feels the same, but, like, slightly different.
Come on, I'm sure you'll get it this time.
Don't get me wrong, I love Dark Souls 3. And I begrudgingly kind of enjoy Dark Souls 2. I still think it's the worst game. Still think it sucks in a lot of ways. But, you know, I mean, the DLC is good. The DLC is fine. Nothing wrong with the DLC. I did avoid one of my takes that is definitely wild. I hated the Ashes of War system because it felt like I should just equip the best starter weapon and place the same ash on it. Yeah, that's just a... I don't know any other way to put this. That's a you problem. I don't want... I'm not trying to be mean saying that, but like, that really is just like, you just have meta brain. You're too focused on metagaming the weapons. Rather than picking like what you enjoy, you're too focused on the stats. And I get that, because I do have that problem with some games, but I completely acknowledge that as like, that's a me thing, where I get too focused on the min-maxing. Because you're not forced to do that. You can make anything work in Elden Ring. That's what I like about it. And I like the Ashes of War because it wasn't like, okay, you're limited to this move on this weapon only. So it's like, if I really, really like a specific Ash of War, I can put it on a different weapon. And then the boss weapons have their own Ashes of War that are unique enough that it's like, oh, you don't really need to replace them. Whereas like with Dark Souls, it was like, okay, you're limited to these specific moves and these movesets on this weapon only. And I didn't really, that doesn't really feel good. I mean, the unique weapons were mostly unique enough that it wasn't like too big of a deal in Dark Souls 3. Like it was still like really refreshing compared to Dark Souls 2. Also, sorry I'm pausing. I'm like actually like super bored with this game right now. And I'm just kind of like playing with my hair right now. But like I like that it was like, okay, I like this one move in particular. I'm gonna put it on my other weapon that I really like the moveset of. You know what I mean? But like, if you're locking yourself into a play state where it's like you're only using certain things because of having the best stats or whatever, that's really just a mentality thing, you know what I mean? Because I think, because you ever hear the phrase that players always find a way to optimize the fun out of games? That's always when games start to become the worst, is when you are at that state of mind. It's when it's only about min-maxing and there's nothing else that you're willing to do. In some games, it forces you into that, absolutely. But I don't think Elden Ring ever really felt like it forced you into min-maxing. Except for Melania. Fuck that bitch. Shit boss. I will forever complain about it. I did hear the third one is better. Yeah, that's what I've seen too. I know someone in my stream said that this was like the worst one, but I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that. I think the first one's worse than this. They're both pretty repetitive, but seeing, like, that's the thing about like RPGs is like, you know, they shouldn't be about forcing you into a specific role, because then otherwise every game's a role-playing game. Why even have the title at that point? That's why Melania pisses me off so much, is because it forces you into a very specific way of playing. Whereas no other boss in that game, or even any of the other games, ever does that. And I mean, that's the weakest part about the previous Souls games, is that there's not enough build variety. So when a boss in Elden Ring, after you've been faced with so many that it's like, okay, well, I can make anything work for any of these bosses as long as I'm good enough. Melania's just like, nah, fuck you. We're just gonna break that pattern. Fuck you. You have to do this, do it this way, or else you're not gonna beat her. It's like, oh, okay, great. The fuck? Where am I going? Oh. And like, man, it was actually really nice that like miracles or, sorry, incantations actually like felt good for once. Like they were actually good, usable in a game. And I mean, I think sorcery was a little bit strong in Elden Ring, and so that did kind of take some of the fun out of it. But, you know, it was just nice that it was also viable, because like in the previous games, a lot of times it just felt like you just couldn't do anything with it. You know, you're just kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage for no reason. Whereas like sorcery in Elden Ring, like you're very much a glass cannon with that sort of thing, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. You don't have much maneuverability, you have a very limited health pool. And you know, obviously if you're building for like one-shots, like you're literally just spamming Comet Azure, like that, again, that's a you problem. That doesn't mean sorcery is like boring. Just you've made it boring for yourself, you know what I mean? That's why I think people who like in like Warframe, people who just sit there and go like, you know, oh well, you should be using this and this and this on your weapon. Don't use what you think is fun. You know, because it's not viable, which is bullshit. You can make just about any weapon work in pretty much all of the content in Warframe. If you mod it right, you can use whatever fucking weapon you want. But people doing this shit where it's like, no, you have to use this weapon for these missions. You have to do this. You have to do that. Use this frame. Use this ability. No, I won't. Fuck you. I'm putting multi-shot on every single thing I own for the rest of time, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do to make me stop. I will min-max my multi-shot, and you will suck a fat dick if you tell me not to. And I mean, hey, that is the fun for some people, is just using whatever's the best, but like that kind of stuff for me, it just winds up being like, okay, well, you're only really using one thing ever. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? What is happening? I'm so confused.
Ready?
How am I supposed to scale these platforms? What is this? What does it want me to do? For fuck's sake. Yeah, I did play with a group, and one friend did decide later it was their gameplay, but they enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. I mean, it is fun. But it's like, if it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, I'm only using this because it's the best. I'm not going to use anything else ever. I'm not even going to experiment. I think that's, I don't know, it's just unimaginative. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? You cannot scale these platforms. They're too close together. Oh my god, dude. I'm like actually kind of over this.
I'd better be a bit more careful.
Shut the fuck up, Spyro. Is this an ice thing?
Shooting some magic out of your face.
Shut up, Sparks. Nobody likes you. Like, what am I supposed to do here? What is this? It spawns a platform directly on top of me. Now they're too spaced apart that I can't jump them. What the fuck?
Ready?
What does it want from me? I don't understand. This is really stupid. What does it want me to do? What is this? Do any of you have any idea what's going on here? What is it? What am I meant to do? It's just spawning these platforms randomly now. Like...
Come on, I'm sure you'll get it this time.
Like, what is this? Why? Maybe it's just RNG. It really seems that way. See, look, those platforms are too far apart. Oh my...
I'm sure
Oh
you'll get it
boy.
this time.
Oh, there, yeah, RNG. There it is again. The one on the right. No, I know, but I can't get to it. Because it keeps doing this thing where it spawns a platform directly above itself, and then I can't jump to it. So I might be able to get it here. Okay, that was, like, needlessly painful. Yeah, bro, wouldn't it be cool if we randomize these platform cycles instead of having a consistent one? And just occasionally try- Okay, I guess it just didn't work that time. Too close to the wall. Okay. Yeah. Yep, thank you, Ice Breath. Very reliable.
Shooting some magic out of your face.
Yeah, shut up, Sparks. You're fucking useless. You're not even a health indicator. What are you here for?
Come on, I'm sure you'll get it this time.
Like how is Sparks more useful in the original trilogy as a character that doesn't even talk than he is in the game where he has a personality? In fact, I think he has more personality in the games where he doesn't talk. 'Cause at least then he's not there just to be a sarcastic asshole. Like, Sparks has the personality of that uncle whose entire personality is, oh, I'm just giving you a hard time. Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time. I totally don't mean it. Even though these are all things that are coming from a place of, you know, things I genuinely think about you. He absolutely gives me that vibe. Why? Are you reviving? Oh my... He is funny sometimes? Yeah, he has been funny like once or twice. I died during that? I thought you were invulnerable. He's just wannabe Daxter? Yeah, he's Daxter without any actual personality. And the thing with Daxter was like, oh my fucking god. Ah! Jack didn't talk, so like Daxter had to be the personality, you know what I mean?
Try shooting some magic out of your face.
But like Spyro already exists. Like we don't need constant sarcastic comedic relief comments every 2 seconds. This is advanced levels of ass. Please let me down. I don't want to be in the air forever. Thank you. Ugh, man. Real weak in this last half. Hey, how about you explode? Yeah? Thank you. Oh my god.
Ready?
Oh my god.
All right, let's do it.
Game, you're really testing me right now. I'm really glad. I'm really glad the entirety of your iframes are spent fucking stunned in this game.
Onwards to
It's
battle.
so cool. I love it a lot. Hee, yeah, we'll give you iframes, but you're gonna be motionless the entire time to set you up perfectly so that you can get stunned as soon as the iframes end. Thank you, game. You're really smart for that one. Honestly, just impressive. Oh god, what now? Oh my god. Please, I was aiming for the crystal. I would appreciate you not auto-aiming me away from it. Spyro's bullet time, yeah. Because he's a special purple dragon, so he has time powers for some reason. Why is purple special? We're not gonna tell you. It just is. Can you stop? I don't want the slow-mo anymore. Muck Puke. What a great name. Raven is purple, she's special? Wow. So true. Ow. Ow. Originally, Spyro was supposed to be green, but they scratched that and made him purple so he'd be different. That's cool. And purple's a good color. I mean, I think they made a good choice with the purple and orangey yellow tones. Oh my fucking god, this is so cringe. Another one! Oh my god! I'm so excited! Every time I play these old games from my childhood, I am forever reminded that games were not better back then. They were just... I just had less to compare them to. I mean, okay, games were less predatory
Let's do it.
in the past. I will say that. However... Let's go! I'm having so much fun, guys.
Out of your face.
Can you tell how much fun I'm having? Hell yeah. I just died in the wildy and lost all my money. Except I can't run away and log out in this game. Older games were from a simpler time. That doesn't mean they were perfect either. Nostalgia for and blindness to imperfections. Well, yeah, but like the thing is too, like when you were younger, like I said, like you didn't have the same standards that you do now. You had less to compare them to. And a lot of quality of life features that exist now didn't exist in older games. So, you know, things that you enjoy in games now just didn't exist back then. So... I mean, it's certainly an issue with AAA games. AAA games are absolutely terrible. But if you're only playing AAA games, that's your own fault. Brand loyalty is cringe. I mean, do I want a new Spyro game? Yes. Do I want it if it's at the expense of quality? No. Absolutely not. God, my knee hurts. I need to stop sitting on it. Imagine if I sat like a normal person. I'm waiting for a new Spyro 4 since beating the Reignited trilogy. Me too, man. Me too. But, since them layoffs over at Activision, I don't think it's gonna be happening, ever. I think it's over. I think we're done for. Oh, wait, no, Spyro's not Activision, is it? Who did Reignited? I always get them confused with Toys for Bob, who did the Crash ones and Crash 4. I don't remember who did. It's not the same people, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, it is also Toys for Bob. Never mind. Yeah. Toys for Bob got hit pretty hard, so they did not escape the layoffs. Why is there more? Stop! I'm gonna die coming out of this cutscene, by the way. I took a hit right as I triggered it. Oh, never mind. I'm fine. Just give me the crystals. Please. Oh my god, I'm going to die. Please, God. Please. Let me out. Let me out. Please. Don't. Oh my fucking god. Please.
That wasn't too hard. Well, maybe a little.
Oh, fuck. That wasn't too hard, says Spyro. Oh, good. Oh, good. We're right into one of these segments again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so excited. Why? Why? How long is this game? I don't know. It's supposed to be like Fucking...
It's okay. We can try again.
Oh my god, for a second there, I thought it was gonna make me fight them again. It's supposed to be like 10 hours or something. It's not very long. We're pretty much at the end, I think. It's just... the pretty much at the end portion is dragging on for a long time. Oh my god, this again.
He wants to steal my brain!
Actually, he said it's time for pain.
Really? Ooh. For a second there, I thought I lost you, buddy.
Guys, maybe I shouldn't have played this. Maybe I should have just kept the nostalgia goggles. And just never played it again.
Actually, he said it's time for pain.
Really? Ooh. For a second there, I thought I lost you, buddy.
Hey guys, remember when I was gonna be like, hey, when I was like, hey, I'm gonna 100% Crash 4. Remember that too? That was good. Forward to the next game you tell us you're super nostalgic for? Oh god, I don't know, man. I mean, okay, on the bright side, I'm having genuinely a lot of fun with Medieval, okay? At least that's okay. That is untainted. Oh my fucking god. What I do? Yeah. And we're not even gonna finish it because I'd lost all motivation to do it because you only get to play as Dingo Dial for one level. And I'm very disappointed. I know, it's a Crash game. You're supposed to play as Crash, but like you can't give me that as a selling point and then be like, no, sorry, there's only one level and then like half of another level. Not even half. Not even half a level. It is like 1/10 of a segment of a level you've already done. Which is like, wow. That's exciting. I want to play Crash 4 so bad. It is on Steam. You can wait for a sale. Or just download it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Where am I? Okay. Having to play the other half of the level you've already seen was/is so yeah, that definitely just feels like padding to me. If they're gonna do that, if they're gonna like do repeat levels like that, they might as well just let you play as the other character. Like, why do they force you to go back to the level as the character you've already done it? It's just really stupid. I have to pee. I'm gonna go pee. I'm probably gonna go scream in the bathroom for a minute, but I'm gonna go pee.
want chilies.
Well, I have food. So thank you, Ashley T. Pearl, for the follow. Wow. Beef that doesn't suck. That's a change. It's wrapped in bacon. So that certainly helps. Sphere seasoning so scares me. I think these came pre-packaged and pre-seasoned. So that's probably why they actually taste like food. I mean, to be fair, when it comes to like steak and beef, where I live, it's kind of like a cultural thing to be like super elitist about what you put on your steak. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're definitely weird if you're putting things like ketchup on steak. That's just weird as fuck. But like the people who are like, oh, you're ruining it by putting salt and pepper on it, it's like, you're a freak. Shut up. It's fine if you enjoy it without, but if you're gonna sit there and shame me because I'm putting pepper on a steak, just shut up. Don't speak. Do not open your mouth. You enjoy your bland beef slab, and I will enjoy my flavorful one. If I made to eat steak, I'll be using ketchup. Okay. You do you. Now, I would argue that using something like marinara would taste a lot better. A lot less syrupy. More leaning on the savory end. Gonna be onto something there? I don't know how it would be with beef. It's really good with chicken. Marinara and chicken go really well together. Now melting something like Havarti on your steak and throwing some seasoning on there, also pretty good. Havarti is just like a really good cheese for a lot of things. Goes really well with beef, in my opinion. Granted, I just really like Havarti, so it's hard to go wrong. It is my favorite cheese. Or Gouda. Gouda is good. Gouda's fantastic. haven't had steak in so long, but I bet my parents never seasoned the steak either. I mean, that's why I hate it so much. That's absolutely why I hate it. You like beef liver? No, I don't like liver. It just tastes like blood to me. I don't mind liver paste, but that's like chock full of seasoning. Brie is my favorite. I don't think I've ever had brie. I'm not sure if I have. There's a cheese that I had at my family's house, my extended family's house, a long time ago called Tilsit. That shit smells like a corpse. No joke, it smells like rotting flesh. Easily best cheese I've ever had in my life. It's not even close. It's very similar to Havarti. In terms of texture, at least. The flavor's different. Sure, but... So how the fuck you know that tastes like blood? Because I've tasted it. It tastes like blood. So you know what? You know where your blood goes, right? It goes to your liver. That's where your blood gets filtered and cleaned and stuff. There's a lot of blood in liver. And of its whole purpose. It's like a blood steak. That's why it tastes so good? No, it's gross. E-girl memes aside, I do not like the taste of blood that much. Not enough to, like, seek it out. Of Ivy's power. Okay, she drools over raw meat. I don't think a lot of people do. Yeah, this is genuinely really good, though. It's like the best beef I've had in a long time. It's moist, it's seasoned, it's got bacon on it.
There's nothing quite like a fresh glass
God,
of
you're
water.
so right.
But how fresh is water?
Vsauce, Michael. Everybody say thank you to Vsauce, Michael. So I'm sorry I'm kind of stalling, but I'm very hungry. Want to finish my food before I resume torturing myself. Nice spot to eat in the game too. If by nice you mean miserable, yeah? In terms of vibe, oh yeah. The platforming is ass. Okay, I'm gonna go put my plate away. Thank you for listening to me eat. I'll be right back. Alright, time to experience torture again. You know, I've been kind of thinking about it. I wonder how much influence Spyro had on the platformer genre, because, like, a lot of games started having, like, the jump and glide mechanics after a while, and I wonder if they did that because of Spyro's popularity. Or if that's just always been a thing. Oh boy, another arena with the same guy in it.
I'll just stick here.
Oh boy, I love stunlock dogs. Oh my fucking god.
Onwards to battle! Oh, these guys look angry.
Interesting message there. It's the fucking copy pasta or whatever. Please. Please. You know, game, generally, when you give your character iframes, the iframes are supposed to let you move out of the way of the damage. Not leave you stunned inside of it forever. Why are you like this? Please. Just let it be over. I want to go play Warframe. And then giving you the whole game's worth of enemies? Yup. You sure are. God, I hope Dawn and the Dragon is better than this. I really do. I really hope it's better than both these games combined. Oh, another one! Another laser hallway! Oh my god, no way! Holy shit. I admit this game's starting to slip below the first one. I don't agree. I think this is much more tolerable. If anything, just because the sound design is better. whereas the end part is very long and way worse. I don't agree, because like the end part of the first one was literally just like arena after arena after arena of the same guys with the same annoying sound effects over and over. At the very least with this game, yes, it's this segment is repetitive and is dragging on way too long, but at least there's platforming segments, and at the very least the enemies are not extremely annoying to listen to. Because good lord, New Beginning was so obnoxious for that. Not to mention the assault on my eyes that was everything in that game. Huh? What? Why would you show me the dragon hole and then not have the dragon hole be where I'm supposed to go? What do you mean? Was that not the intent? The what? There was a hole in the back of the dragon statue. It looked like that was where I was supposed to go. Oh, I think I'm stupid. Never mind. Raven loves the dragon hole? Correct. This is where the Scaly Rant audio would go. So true. Is this the end game? We're getting there, yeah.
What is this?
It looks like the entrance to a horrible pit of despair, of which we will probably never escape. But we should probably go inside to be sure. Woo!
He's so weird.
I can't argue with that. Yes, that just happened.
Where are we?
God, he looks so much weirder in the cutscenes.
Smell.
Purple well-played. It's fitting that you should be here tonight, as we bear witness to the dawn of a new age, and the failure of your pathetic race of dragons.
I wouldn't miss it, doll.
Then please, have a seat. Foolish dragon, you are no match.
I've made it this far, haven't I?
Yes, you've been quite elusive. Had I but known that all it would take would be your miserable amity for Cinder.
What's Amity?
How tragic, really, that she should be the one to destroy you.
Ah! The nightmare never ends!
You don't need to do this, Cinder.
Just like old times, huh, Spyro? Same as last time. Line me up with a staff.
This isn't over.
Wow, that sure worked out, didn't it? Good job.
Don't touch him. The whelpling is mine.
Yay, final boss. Do you give me goo? Nope. You couldn't have, like, refilled me there, game? No? I suppose not. Oh, is this not skippable? Really?
Where are we?
The better question is,
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. None of the cutscenes before bosses are skippable in this game.
Purple whelpling. It's fitting that you should be here tonight. We bear witness to the dawn of a new age and the failure of the pathetic race of dragons.
I wouldn't miss it, Dolph.
Then please, have a seat. Foolish dragon, you have known much.
I've made it this far, haven't I?
Yes, you've been quite elusive, and I have known that all it would take would be your miserable ante for Cinder.
what's Amity?
How tragic, really, that she should go on to destroy you.
Ah, the nightmare never ends.
You don't need to do this, Cinder.
Just like old times, huh, Spyro? Same as last time. Line me up with the staff.
This isn't over. Don't touch him. The whelpling is mine.
Oops. There we go. Oh. Oh, okay. What? Oh, okay, that one-shot me. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the jump. Do the jump, you bitch. Oh, okay. Oh. I almost got stuck on that thing. Fuck you. That didn't hit me. I call bullshit. Getting hair in my eye. It's really annoying. Okay. I don't feel like that hit me, but... Just like your mom? Well, yeah, but I mean, like, directly in my eyeball. Not the nice kind of in my eye. That legitimately just one-shots me. Oh my god. Okay. Dude, I played through this game like 3 times as a kid. I even unlocked the fucking the super secret thing and did an entire other playthrough using that. Really? Really? What is happening here? We're gonna be here a while, I think.
There's nothing quite like a fresh glass of water. But how fresh is water?
I thought I could, like, cheese him into a teleport loop so I could just keep getting hits in. No. Oh, oh! Of course I get knocked back. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Vsauce Michael. I ignored you. Ooh, my ear's ringing. Stop that. I'd like to hear. Please and thank you. Oh my god! Why? Why are you like this? Hold on one sec.
How's that?
Damn, weird that you got a checkpoint this time? Yeah, that's totally what it is. Definitely just a very charitable checkpoint they gave me. You're such a bitch.
How's that?
Please ignore that you're definitely not supposed to have any magic for this phase. Yeah, okay, dude. Oh, wait a second. What? I don't... What? Nothing, it's normal. Oh my god. Oh. Sound of cheater being killed. Look, come on, man. Are you seeing like what's happening here? Do you blame me? Was that popcorn popping? Yeah, totally. That's exactly what it was.
Your time is over, dragon.
Oh shit. He staff done broke. What is that? It's Shadow Spyro. Oh, it's dead Spyro.
Where are we? The better question is, what's that smell?
Really? Oh boy, you're funny, game. Okay, hold on. Did that work? Okay. I remember the good old days of cheat codes. uh, this game looks very fun. Did Demon Souls rip this off? Yeah, something like that. Now the epilepsy is back? It sure is. But now it's not even because of me. Oh, oh god, oh god, oh god, okay, that's really, really something. Ow. Thanks for the headache, you're welcome. Oh, fuck. Oh god, does he have like a real moveset now?
What are you waiting for, dragon? Finish me. Coward.
I'm just gonna give myself another checkpoint here. Huh? I can't move. Oh. Oh my god. It's actually like disintegrating him. Really feels like he should be yelling or making a Spyro sound. I mean, I don't know. They probably used up all their budget for Elijah Wood.
Spyro? You okay, buddy?
Spyro, stop!
Whoa, calm down, man. It's me.
I can't. Spyro? What have I done?
You're okay, Spyro. You're with friends.
You killed the bad guy,
I couldn't stop.
like you're supposed to do.
Uh-oh, that's our only way out.
Come on, now's our chance.
Just go.
Get up, Spyro. We're not leaving without you.
Usually, I would say ignore her, but she's making sense this time.
Oh no. We're trapped.
this storm and live to fight another day.
Get close to me, now!
Was that other dragon? It's Cinder. Damn, bro, she caked up. We did it. We did it, gamers. Okay, this song is like genuinely actually like really good. This made me cry, by the way, when I was a kid. I almost did again, I'm not even gonna lie. That's not the end, you can't be serious. I don't remember if there's more. Remember, there's a third game. Remember. It's a bad ending when you have to play it again. Fuck no. Like, this song is like genuinely so good. Pretty sure they spent the entire budget on Elijah Wood and making this song. It's really what it feels like. Come on, chat, get your lighters out. Do the wave. Worst ending ever. Well, it's a cliffhanger for the third game. This game does not deserve this song. It's so much better. This song is worth the suffering. You know, I could have just listened to it on YouTube just as easily, but you know, I can't wait to get DMCA'd for this. Oh boy. Alright, good part's over. Can we get to the post-credit scene? Please. Sure, it's Marvel post-credit scene. It might. I don't remember. Sure does.
Young dragon, all our hope now lies with you. When you wake up, it will be a different world. But know this, you are not alone. You have allies.
Oh my god, it's him! It's Hunter! We did it! Do we want to look at the extras, gamers? What are the extras? Oh yeah, the dragon challenges. So, completing all of these unlocks the shadow form for the game. So you can use it all the time. That's all it does. It's nothing special, really. Wait, this concept art looks so much better. What do you mean? I mean, I genuinely don't mind the design of Spyro in this game. I think it looks fine. It just looks a little crusty because PS2. God, they really did not pull this off. They did not pull this off at all. She didn't look like this in the game. What do you mean? That looks so good. What do you mean? Hello? Did they even look at the concept art? Hello? Excuse me? Insert scaling rant. You're goddamn right. Oh my god. What is this? Why? Look at this. Look at this. She looks bomb as fuck here. Look at that. Look at that shit. Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Well, that's all we unlocked. Well, that's it. my childhood is ruined. It's so over. It's so over. Oh boy. God, they combined dragons and armor. Raven, watch out. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm soaked. Congrats on winning. Thank you. It was an arduous journey, but we made it. We did it. You proud of me? So yeah, you know. Oh
There's
my
nothing
God,
quite like
you're
a fresh
right.
glass of water.
My God,
But
water.
how fresh is water?
I don't think it's very fresh, Michael. Well, I'd like to say that was fun, but it kind of wasn't. It kind of sucked. Oh, I'm so sad. I shouldn't have played it. I shouldn't have done it. I really shouldn't have done it. I should have just left it. I should have just left it as my nostalgia blindness. I should have just left it with the memories. If we didn't have those topics, it would have been so dull. Yeah. That really took the edge off. Oh boy. What a game. What an exciting experience this was. What an exciting childhood ruining experience. Oh my God, dude. I was so deep in the I love edgy, brooding, really just it was just right up my edgy preteen alley, you know. It really was. I gotta say, I really played this game at the right time for it to leave that good of an impression. So yeah, I guess we'll find out if the third one is any good eventually, at some point. Oh my God. I would still say better than the first one. First one was just complete boring ass the entire way through. At least this one was at least somewhat fun for most of it. Like a good chunk of it was fine, you know? But it just, once again, those ending sections just got so, like, it felt rushed near the end, you know? I mean, I don't know. Trying to be more confident made it more boring to me. I don't know. I don't agree. The first game just felt horrible the whole time. Like, it just felt awful. It was boring, the music was bad, the mechanics didn't feel any good. You know, at least the powers in this game felt more satisfying to use. Even though there was kind of like a clear winner amongst the bunch. So, yeah. Oh well, I guess we'll see about the third one. Maybe next week. I don't know. I want to go back to medieval. I want to go back to a good childhood game. I miss Ape Escape. I miss Ape Escape a lot. You know? I really do. Too bad we'll never ever get another one. Thank you, Sony. Anyway. It is time. I'm gonna go fucking shower. And then probably play Warframe or something. So yeah. Stinky, yeah. Got that girl stink. Gamer stink. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. For whatever we scheduled tomorrow. I don't remember. What did I do? I did actually put it in my schedule channel for once too. More Lamb Cult. Yeah. Okay, I will see y'all later. Thanks for coming. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.